Hello, DC Council. Welcome to another episode of Around the Shofar with me, your host, Mitch Schuster. We've had an exciting past 2 weeks of AZAA. Let's get right into the highlights. Our first game of the week was a tough matchup between Einstein and Max Cowan AZA. Despite both teams playing their hearts out, Cowan eventually triumphed over Einstein with a final score of 27-13 for Cowan. Here comes Chase Solomon with that patented Chase Solomon grin. Keep it up, Cowan. Our next game was a rival matchup between Malik AZA and Simon Atlas AZA. Despite a great performance from both teams, Syed eventually triumphed with a final score of 32-17 for Syed. Drew Schrager and Ethan Catch had a great performance in this game, as did the rest of Malik and Syed. Our next matchup was between AZAA and SDJ and Nova. For a joint team, they played really well against AZAA, but unfortunately they were unable to overcome the power of AZAA Shalom AZA. With a final score of 47-36 AZAA. They still had some sick moves on the court though. Our next matchup was between Brandeis and Lantos. This was a great game between two really interesting teams in DC, AZAA. However, Lantos was able to overcome Brandeis with a final score of 27-15 for Lantos. Let's see what the coaches have to say about these terrific games.
Lantos versus Brandeis. Huge game. What do you have to say, Eric?
We couldn't rebound, couldn't make shots, but other than that, we had a fun time. We got a nice time.
That's what it's all about.
I'm happy. Lantos, we made it. Every player on the team scored a basket. Every single member, and I flexed on them. Jerry West socks. Jerry West.
Thank you very much.
Will
Thank you
Chamberlain.
very much. All right, that's all.
Getting back into the highlights, our final game of the night was Poland versus Syed B. This was a great game between two very evenly matched teams, but Poland was able to pull away and beat Syed B with a final score of 36-22 for Poland. Highlights of the game included some great shots from DC Council AZAA chair Evan Rubenstein. He had some great shots on the court and some great moves behind the camera. Keep it up, Rubenstein, and the rest of Poland, as well as Syed
Come on,
B.
Rubenstein. 2-1. All right, I'm here with Zach Iscarino and Benny Cobbler of Syed B. They just had a great game. Came pretty close, but unfortunately they didn't win. Let's see what they have to say. What do you guys have to say about the game?
At the end of the day, we put everything we have, and though we didn't come away with a win, I think we need to make a strong push in the next few weeks and come away with a high seed, get in the playoffs, and play Syed in the finals.
What do you have to say, Benny?
This is definitely a tough one, but I feel like the next game we're going to be able to win, and then we're going to win again. Of course, we're going to win again, and then we're going to beat Syed in the championship. So.
All right. Now, Evan Rubenstein, member of Poland AZA. What do you have to say about the game?
Well, I mean, I told them before the game we were going to win, and, I don't lie, I'm a man of my word, and, we're not done.
That you are. All right. Thank you very
We started off our second week of AZAA with a matchup between Malik AZA and SDJ Nova. This was a tight game for both teams, but SDJ Nova managed to edge out Malik with a final score of 42-34. Even I got in on the action. There's me playing some iron defense against SDJ Nova. Our next game was a big one between AZAA and Syed A. While both teams put up a great fight, Syed A ultimately triumphed over AZAA with a final score of 44-34. There's Gucci Gabe making some free throws. Keep it up, Syed. Our next game was a matchup between Brandeis and Poland. The Bloomberg brothers showed off some great chemistry on the court, which led Poland to their victory over Brandeis with a final score of 42-28 for Poland. Ooh, big shot. Big rebound. They put it back up. Money. Thank you, Evan Rubenstein. Our final game of the night was Cowan versus Lantos. This was a tough-fought battle for both teams, but Lantos showed off another amazing week on the court with their star player Evan Scheinberg returning from his hiatus. Big shots for Evan. Syed B Einstein ended with a forfeit to Syed B. Here's an interview with Evan.
I'm here with star Lantos player Evan Scheinberg. We just finished up a tough game. Evan, what do you have to say about it?
It's a tough job. We dig deep, move the ball around, got everyone involved.
Thanks for joining us for another amazing episode of Around the Shofar. I'm Mitch Schuster, and I'll see you tonight at Playoffs and Championships, 4:45 at the JCC. Be there.